All right, good morning. This is Osinde John, your top mentor, and today I want to talk about your emotions in network marketing, and specifically in our business and how to handle it. So your emotions are strong feelings deriving from one's circumstances, mood, or relationship with others, or the occurrence of activities at that moment. This is something that will keep changing the more you interact with a situation or the more you interact with someone. Emotions are so powerful that they can drive us. Mostly, they can drive us blindly if we are not careful enough. So you have to be very careful with your emotions. And then emotions can make us take unfavorable decisions and conclusions if you're not a master at managing them. Emotions can also make us lose what is supposed to be ours. You see, the way people behave in a relationship, especially when they're undergoing a heartbreak, is the same way people would behave in the business. But in the relationship one, that is relationship wise, and in business, this is business wise. So it's somehow related, but because of the circumstances, there are a little bit of differences and similarities. So you need to be very careful, because when you're building the business, you need to be a master of your emotions. Some people, they become so emotional when somebody doesn't want to join the business. They abuse them, they block them, they feel depressed and all that. So you need to be a master of your emotions in that manner, so that you don't fall victim of being seen as someone who is manipulative and all that. Okay, so emotions and other people, your emotions can ruin your connection with a prospect. You must be careful in handling your emotions in relation to building the business. So you're not even supposed to show the other person that you're be emotionally detached. That is what I'm trying to say. Like if the person tells you, this business of yours, you're always conning people, just tell him it's okay. If you're not interested in it, then that is fine. Okay. So those are the things that you need to look into in order to help you be able to make the right decision. Your emotions can make you appear weak and lame. Okay. The moment you start pleading for that person's counsel, because you're introducing them into the business, they're not interested, and you start pleading with them, please watch it, please, please just have a look at it and things like that. It's not a good thing. Okay, the moment you start doing like that, you just understand that you're losing. Okay, it's very normal by nature for humans to change once they show any emotional weakness, especially in a place where you're required to be a leader. So, what does this mean? It means if you approach me and you tell me that you have ABCD, I look at the idea and I think it's a good idea, or maybe I'm skeptical and I tell you, let me think about it, or I'm not interested, or I say, I joined this and I lost, or things like that. The way you react to what I tell you, you being the person whom you need to join your business, the way you react after me telling you about my part of the story, rather my view, has a very big impact on how I will look at you. So you who is telling me about this opportunity and all that, you must be very careful at how you react emotionally toward this idea. Emotions can also prevent you from expressing or portraying what is expected to be portrayed in an audience. Okay, so like let me use an example of a relationship. Assuming you've really loved someone so much, and this person is breaking up with you. That there are stages of a breakup, and then it gets to a point where people are now fighting to have that relationship back. The last kicks and all that. Now, this person who is going away might not understand probably how much you love them, but because they want to go away and you're reacting that way, they'll start saying, stop reacting strange, you're reacting childish, and things like that. That is how emotions are. So you can imagine the same thing can happen to you, and you're introducing me into the business and you react that way. It gives me very mixed feelings, and it shows me that you're not even mature, you're not even ready to be a leader and things like that. So you always have to remember, the moment you start portraying emotions, there is something your listener or your prospect is going to undergo, and that thing that he undergoes happens once. There is no going back. Understand? So be very careful with what you portray. Managing emotions is like clothing yourself. Imagine walking on the streets naked, and people know you are someone who is successful, or someone who is a leader, or you hold a great position in the society, and then you're walking in the streets when you're naked. People, it will become a story of the year or the century. So you have to be careful with that. And emotions can make you lose control of a conversation, or lose a prospect. That one is self-explanatory. So the more you manipulate yourself in terms of emotions, the more you're likely to lose someone. So be very careful. Hold your emotions. When building this business, lock your emotions in yourself. That way, you'll always be in control of your chat and your prospect. So do not show them any emotional damage. Do not show them any emotional concern. Not that being emotional is a bad thing, but you see, here in this business, you need to build boundaries with people. The more you respect these laws that protect your boundaries, the more the other person on the other side is able to understand. People will always smell that you're a master of your emotions, and they will like you for that. They will know you're a no-nonsense guy, you're a serious guy. So make sure you are able to protect your emotions in that way so that you can be able to build a successful business, okay? Nobody wants, now, other than your emotions, let's talk about other people and emotions. Nobody wants to associate with someone who is always emotional all the time. Imagine if you, let's say, you had a partner who is always emotional every time, crying and all that. It becomes very hard for you even to focus on other things because of this partner who is always emotional. People do not want that. People do not want to associate with people who are emotionally unstable. Okay. So the moment you show any signs of emotional breakdown in this business is the moment you lose it all, because there is a different picture that is painted on the face, or rather on the brain, on the minds of the other people that you're talking to. Okay. So don't let that happen. You have to maintain a superior position, a leadership position, wherever you're prospecting, wherever you're building the business all throughout. Okay. People feel that they are more safer with someone who has total control of their emotions. Now, this is what I tell you: when people can be able to read your emotional signature, this is what happens. They will know. But the moment you're building the business with someone who is not emotionally ready, not emotionally set, people will always smell that energy, and it is going to ruin you. Okay, people can read the emotional signature. If you do not learn to cover your emotions properly, and this can result them into creating a barrier between you and them. Okay, so they will create a barrier, and there is nothing you can tell them. They won't listen. They won't look into your idea. You know, the moment they see you doing something, they say, this is the emotional guy, in their brains, in their subconscious mind, or rather in their conscious mind, and all that. So you have to protect yourself very well. Once they create this barrier around them, you risk losing them forever. Actually, you will lose them. Okay, so be very careful with that. Now, things to note: never show any emotional weakness to any prospect you'll be talking to, no matter the situation, no matter the condition, no matter the response they give you, or rather the attitude they give you. You must always remain superior to gain power and control the situation. Okay, you must become a master of your emotions, and then they are called your emotions. They are not anyone else. That is why you must master them, and you have to keep your emotions on the leash at all times. Okay, so it's very important to understand this whole topic about emotions, because this is where most of us have lost everything. You introduce to someone, they abuse you small, you take it, you start arguing, you start making it a big deal. Okay, so for me, this is what I usually do. The moment I approach someone, and this is what I usually do. I approach someone, I send them a photo of me before, in between there and where I am, the success, showing the huge transformation, and then I tell them, hi, I've seen you so and so, and I thought maybe we could discuss about this business. Would you be interested? Some of them, they start abusing me immediately. I tell them, I am sorry. I didn't know that you were angry. I didn't know you were stressed. I just thought I could share this and make a new friend where we can make money. They keep on abusing you, and tell them, I am sorry. I said, I am sorry. Please just have a good day. Leave me alone. Forget that we even chat. If now they continue to abuse you, you are allowed to achieve that chat, or block them, or just stop responding. Okay, so that is how you do it. But the moment you start abusing them back because you are emotional, some of these people, they might take a screenshot and maybe post you somewhere, and maybe that is where you're planning to go and build your business internationally and all that, and it's going to become problematic. Okay, then another thing, anytime you show emotions, it's like I'll use an example of dating. They usually say men are not supposed to cry. Okay, so they say men are not supposed to show any emotional whatever. They're not supposed to cry. You're just there. You're supposed to keep quiet. If anything bad happens, just handle it your own way. Now, in this business, all of us are men. Okay, they say men are not supposed to cry. So that is now the same mentality of people that comes when we are dealing with business and money. In this business, you're supposed to act like the way men act in relationships. And now the people you're prospecting now, those are now, let's say, the ladies now. You have to find a way to talk to them nicely so that they can listen to your idea, okay? And then you also have to remember that, you're not forcing anyone here, okay? So this topic has been about emotions, and you have to be very careful about how you carry your emotions in this business. If you are stressed at home, you're not supposed to bring your emotions into the business, into your WhatsApp status, okay? Into Facebook where you're sharing. People will only see you as lame. The moment you do that, you're done forever, okay? If you are hungry at home, you've not been able to get food because of ABCD, and you're struggling to build this business, you're not supposed to show anyone that you're undergoing through that. Of course, there are people you will talk to, you will tell them, you know what, this is what I'm going through. I need your help a little bit here. The business is a little bit slow, but I know it is working because of ABCD, okay? They will help you. But the moment you start publicly showing your emotions in this business, trust me, there are people you will lose, and you will never gain them. So that is one thing you need to have in your mind. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are able to master your emotions, And I hope that when you master your emotions in this business, that mastery does not affect you in other things in life, because this business and other things that are a little bit different. So make sure you also understand why are you mastering your emotions in this business, okay? That one is going to help you be able to build a very strong business, be able to build a very stable business. And if you look at these top earners we have in Kenya, top earners like Elias Ozi, in Kenya we have Stanley Njenga and the rest of the people, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, all over, they never show their emotions on their business. They have maintained that mastery. So be the same person who has also maintained that mastery so that you can be able to succeed. And at that point, I believe you have learned something that is going actually to change your life, that is going to help you be able to build a very strong business. Make sure you share. You can also follow through our channel and subscribe and all that, so that you can keep on getting the notifications to learn more about the business that you are building. Up to this level, let's keep on building. Let's meet at the top. Thank you so much. Ciao.